Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be modeling this, I don't know how you pronounce this, Cuantic pattern plane. I like the looks of this pattern plane and I want to 3D print one, smaller, probably about 65 inches long, and I'm going to build it around a certain motor, and I'll get to that motor later on in the series. But in this series I'm going to design this airplane here and then print it out and see if it flies. The smaller version of this. And I went ahead and put in the pictures already. The pictures as best as I could, because this is not an actual, good side profile of this, but it's just what I have to work with. And the top up here, the top is better, much better. And because it's looking directly at the top, and like I said, this is not directly at the side, as you can see. You see some of this up here in the back of the props and stuff, so we're not directly on the side here. And then the front, as you can see, we're looking from the bottom sort of up at it, so that's not a very great picture either. But this is what I have to work from, so I'm just going to go ahead and use these pictures and go ahead and progress from here. So let's go ahead and get started. Got the pictures here already. So what we're going to do first is create a sketch on this plane here. Fit point spline. So if I make mistakes in here too, I'll just make mistakes and try to go from there. But this is the first time modeling this, like a lot of the airplanes that do on my channel here. For some reason, this pattern plane, I just like it a lot. And I think the price of it's rather expensive, but I don't fly pattern enough to justify the buying one of these. What I'm doing here is just getting this, excuse me, more round up here. As I can't really see it in the bottom here of this, so I'll have to use best guess judgments. So once this is all done, it's going to be a likeness of it. And finish sketch here. Excuse me. Just want to check something here. Okay. Now, create a sketch on this plane. Turn the canvases back on. Now these here are further down the fuselage. These are not on the top. And like I said before, these are not the best pictures, and but it's the only thing I could find, so I'm just working with them. And like I said, excuse me, that this is just will be a good rendition of this that will look like this. And mirror this line here. And the mirror plane is that. Click OK and finish the sketch. Then I'm going to use an offset plane. Another offset plane. One of my subscribers asked, would I do something like this as far as I'm doing a series on designing an airplane, then 3D printing it, building it, and actually flying it for a simple airplane. And this is it. This is not a very difficult airplane here to model. And create a sketch on the excuse me, front plane. And come up here to create and select project include and click on intersect. Then select these 4 geometry lines. Click OK. Turn back to the front. Then select a fit point spline in each one of these purple dots here. Finish sketch. Then next one, create a sketch on this plane here. And turn this slightly to the right, make sure we're on the correct plane, and we are. Once again, project include, intersect. And these 4 again. This plane, create a sketch. Turn slightly, make sure we're on the right plane, and we are. Intersect these 4 lines. Fit point spline. And we're just moving back, doing the same thing for the rest of these planes. And the last one here again, create sketch. Create, project, include, intersect, and select the 4 geometry lines. Click OK, fit point spline, and connect the purple dots. Finish sketch. And it looks like one of those, I don't know if they're called gold crackers or goldfish or like cheese crackers. Then come up here, create, there. I'm going to use the surface. Then we're going to use a loft. And then we're going to add the rails. And click OK. And it's just that simple to do this pattern plane. Okay. Now what I need to do is make this a solid. And to make this a solid, come up to surface, use patch. Patch this, click OK. And patch the back. And now stitch. This to this. And this. Click OK. Now this should be an all solid. And to make sure, just look at this. And we can see it's a solid now by this. Okay, now turn the canvases back on. And I'm going to draw the airfoil now, or put the wing in. So, turn this body off. Create a sketch on this plane here. Use the line tool. Line from here to about here. And look at this from the top. And move this forward just a little, and this forward. Finish sketch. Now, I would somewhat believe this top sketch more so than the side sketch, because this is pretty much a direct, looking direct at the plane. The side is at an angle. And this needs to go back, so this needs to rotate slightly to line this up properly. But again, we just have to use what I have here. So next, I want to insert a profile of the wing, and I have one already, a pattern profile. So Canvas, insert from my computer, and it's on my E drive, I believe. And here it is, NACA pattern airfoil. And I'll put it on this plane here. Turn off the these. Move this over here. Now I'll create a sketch on this plane here. Project this line. Then use a fit point spline. And see what this looks like mirrored. That's pretty much it. So it's just a mirror. Finish sketch. Now we're going to use a plane at an angle and use this line and keep it at 0 degrees over here and click OK. Create a sketch on this plane here. Use a line, snap it there, move it all the way out here. You say fit point spline. Finish sketch. And I'm going to use a sweep. Change this to path guide rails. Then select the two profiles. This is the path, and this is the guide rail, and click OK. Change this to fuselage. And this to left wing. And go ahead and save this. And as you can see, this wing is slightly down because we're looking at an angle of it instead of it just being straight across. And now I'm going to do the stab, and I'm going to use the same airfoil. So again, create a sketch on this plane here. Use the line tool. Actually, move this all the way out here. Finish sketch. And again, insert canvas. And click OK. Now create a sketch. This plane here. Project this line, click OK. Fit point spline. Finish sketch. Plane at an angle. Select this line here, keep this at 0, click OK. Then we look at this from the top, create a sketch on this plane. Just line tool. Finish sketch. And we're going to use a sweep. That profile, this profile. This is the path. And guide rail. And click OK. And to be honest, that's all it takes to get the shape of this pattern plane. Not difficult at all to do. Now, we just have to do some modeling now. And I'm going to cut this hatch up here. So, create a sketch on this plane. There's a couple of ways I can do this. Let's use this for now and see what this looks like. Split body, splitting tool. And change this to hatch. Okay, now I'm thinking about how I'm going to do these. Okay. I'm going to Do an offset plane. To about right there. Then create a sketch on this plane. Line tool. Sure, there are many ways of doing this. This is just the first thing that popped into my head, and I'm just going to see what this looks like. Okay. Now, okay, now finish sketch. Construct. Plane at an angle, use this. Change this to 90 degrees. Then create a sketch on this plane. Project this onto it. Then use a fit point spline. Now, we want to loft. Okay. Now it's this. Trying to get a good fix on here so I can move it straight back. And let's see what this looks like. Okay, not bad. And I'm going to move it back just a bit. Let me save this first. Okay, then come back to here. See something different here. Okay, and that looks better. And what I'll do here, mirror this. Again, create a sketch on this plane here. Line tool. And this is looking really good now. And it looks like this is going to take a 2 1/4 spinner. Okay. I can't see here, but I believe this might have a little fin at the top. I'm pretty sure it does, this right here. But I'm not sure how far it sticks out just yet. So I need to figure that out. So I have to look at a picture of this, the actual picture of it. So let's see. Okay, it doesn't stick out very far. It's this right here. So what I'm going to do here, create a sketch on this plane here. Finish sketch. Now, going to use a plane at an angle. This, change this to 90. Click OK. Sketch on this plane. And use line tool. Now I'm just thinking about how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use construction, plane and angle, this here. Change this to 90. Click OK. And I think that's right. Yes, it is. That plane's going where I want it to. And create a sketch on this plane. and project this line here. Finish sketch. Okay, construct, plane at an angle, this line here. Click OK. Then create a sketch on this plane. Finish sketch. And use the sweep again. Oops, cancel this. What I need to do is project this line. Okay, now we got it. Now create, sweep, this profile, this profile. Well, it didn't. Oh, I should use a loft, I'm sorry. Click OK. All right. Now that's looking really good. Now we can mirror this too. Okay. Pretty good so far. Looks like a big fish. And name all this stuff. Left wing, right wing. Left stab. And right stab. And then we have those two there. Now, that's going to be it for this particular video, because this is an hour already. And this is just the first video of this. This is just the design of it. And when I come back to this, the part 2 of this, what we're going to do then is go ahead and put the landing gear on this, which is no problem, and then start splitting this up, or getting the center sections, or excuse me, modeling the inner structure for this pattern plane, show you guys how to do that. And yeah, but if you want these pictures that I am using, I do still have them. And just send me an email. My email address is on my homepage. Just look up, I believe it says more information. Just click that and it'll show you my email address. And just send me an email saying you want the pictures. Or you can look them up for yourself. Just look up Cuantic pattern plane pictures, because there are no blueprints for this. Just so you have to look up pictures like I did to get all the pictures for this. And then insert them in here. And if you are a member of my Patreon group and you want this, if you want these now, just send me an email and I will send you the F3D file for this. If you are a Patreon member, paying Patreon member, I will send you the file for this now. And or I might just put them over there anyway, so you guys can work on it too as you go along. And yeah, but anyway, that's going to do it for this video here. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also invite you to join my Patreon site and my Facebook group. Both are called CAD Build Fly RC. Go over there and have a look around. A lot of good information over there and stuff like that too. And also, like I said, I'm trying to make this my full-time job, teaching you guys how to model these airplanes and stuff like that in CAD. And if you can help me out there, just join my Patreon over there. At the minimum, just subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. And hit that like button as well. So that's going to do it for this video. And we will catch you in the next one.
Subscribe for more.